What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, hi, what's up? For today's video, I wanted to kind of give a baseline, a beginner's guide to starting your health journey. I feel like there are so many people out there with it. They just want to start living a healthier, happier lifestyle and they just kind of don't know where to go. So if that's you, this video is going to be perfect for you. I will be having timestamps throughout because I know this will be kind of a lengthy video because I'm going to go pretty in depth on some of these topics. So I'll have timestamps down below. I kind of want to break this video down into workouts, like ways to be active, nutrition, kind of how to manage that, where to start, what should you be doing, supplements. Get so many questions about, do you need supplements, are they worth it? And then the last thing I want to talk about is like your overall health, because health is more than just what you eat and what you do to work out. It is mind, body, soul. I also want to say, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that. Lots more videos coming your way. With that being said, let's jump right in. Okay, first I want to talk about workouts, being active. There are so many options. You truly cannot go wrong, and it is important that you just pick a type of exercise, workouts that you like, that you enjoy, that you're going to be putting into your life, right? This isn't a quick fix. Again, bringing this to mentality, your mental health, this is for the long run. This is the long haul, right? We're trying to make habits and build a lifestyle of things that we like. So don't go weightlift because I like to weightlift. Do what you like. The way that we envision our life, let's start living that way. So whatever type of exercise that you want to get into, go for it. I am going to list a ton of different options that you can choose from. There are even more options. I just kind of want to go in depth, give you an idea of tons of things that you can do. So first things first, I'm going to talk about the gym because that's my personal favorite. That doesn't have to be your personal favorite whatsoever. At the gym, there are a couple different options. You can just do what I do and do your own free weights, weightlifting, cardio, HIIT, whatever I like to do in the gym. It is self-guided. I'm a personal trainer, so I do know my own workouts. I do want to say how beneficial it is to have a program to go by if you are going to the gym by yourself. It is nice to be able to have kind of a structured workout and something to help keep you accountable throughout the week, especially if you're trying to look for an X amount of days to work out. It's just nice to have a program to base things around. If you aren't interested in getting a program, an app, or a guide or something like that, there were a bunch of free resources on YouTube, on Instagram, so you can use all of those. You can subscribe to an app. Something will be coming from me soon that might get you excited, so plugging that in there slightly. You can also get a personal trainer at the gym, and you can also do group fitness classes. Those are a great way where if you do want to physically go somewhere, go to a gym. A lot of gyms do have those group fitness classes where you're with a bunch of people, you have the camaraderie, you know, you're feeling excited and there's an energy, there's a professional guiding you throughout the entire workout. That's another phenomenal option to do at the gym. Now, there are tons of other classes that you can choose from, like F45, Pilates, yoga. I mean, there's Orange Theory, there's kickboxing, boxing, tumbling if you want to do that. There's bar. There are just tons and tons of studios that you can go to. Here's the thing, if you're not enjoying your workouts, if you're not enjoying your training style, you're gonna get bored or you're just not gonna be into it, and then you're not gonna have an incentive to go. If you're really excited to go to classes, it helps you. And motivation's not always there. It comes and goes, and that's fine, that's completely normal. But if you absolutely hate what you're doing, change it up. You do not have to fit in a box. You can mix up your training. You can do cycling one day, yoga another day, you're doing Pilates another day, you're doing Orange Theory, and then you weightlift once a week. Basically, whatever fits into your life, your lifestyle, what you want to do, that matters. That's really all that matters. Next up, I'm going to talk about a schedule. It is so important to have at least a schedule or commit yourself to X amount of days a week that you're going to work out. Because for me, if I'm like, okay, if I can hit 3 days a week, like that's great. And that's kind of my goal right now. Set realistic expectations for yourself and for your goals. I can pop up some really quick splits because if you do weightlifting or if you do like going to the gym and you're following me, you're probably wondering some good ideas for workout splits. So here's a couple of examples. Now I'm going to be moving on to nutrition. All of this is so personal. I'm just kind of giving blanket advice because this is a very wide audience and I can't give you personal advice. So honestly, go with what your body is telling you, what you're feeling comfortable with. Now, the basis of nutrition is you've got your protein, your carbs, your fats, and then like your micronutrients. So protein, fat, and carbs are your macronutrients, okay, that's where your calories come from. Micronutrients are like the little vitamins and minerals, like other little things that comes from like fruits and vegetables, etc. That's kind of the two. So you want to have a good balance of both your macro and your micronutrients. They help your body function and form as well as possible. I also highly suggest having water, okay? Hydrate, 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 girlies and guys, okay? I probably drink at least a gallon a day. It helps your body perform and function to its highest capacity. It's so important. A lot of headaches are from dehydration. I don't think a lot of people realize how important water is and how much better and healthier you will feel if you just hydrate your body. I know there's a lot of coffee drinkers out there. Try to have at least a little bit of water before you add anything else in your day. That's always my rule. Water first, always. Typically what a plate looks like for me is I usually will have protein, carb, and fat in a plate, and then lots of vegetables. So normally we'll have some type of carb, which is like a grain, pasta, potato, something like that. Vegetable, broccoli, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, the list goes on and on. Could have 100 vegetables, I love them. And then protein, and that varies from salmon to chicken, ground turkey. I like to have pork sometimes. If you're vegan, you've got your chickpeas, your lentils. If you're vegetarian, Greek yogurt, eggs, phenomenal. Nut butters, great in fat and protein. So many good options. You're just looking at those whole food options, which are like single ingredient, you know, like apple, peanut butter, everything I've listed pretty much. Processed foods are things that come packaged. For the most part, like I count also like baked goods as a processed food versus like whole nutrient dense foods. So a base guideline I would say is I personally eat 80% whole foods and I'd say 20% processed foods, you could say. Now sometimes it's like a 90-10. Sometimes I just am not craving any processed foods and I'm just like blah, it's not doing it for me today. I just don't feel like it. Other days it's like a 50-50 where I just want baked goods and I'm baking all day and I just I love it, or I'm eating out a bunch, and that's fine, right? Over this long life that we live, okay, one tiny day where you might eat a little bit worse isn't gonna break your bank. If overall you're doing good and every once in a while you have these days where you're just more hungry and you just need to eat a lot and you just need to fix those cravings, that's fine, because this isn't a short-term thing, right? This is long. We're here for the long haul. It's a lifestyle. That's what we're building. So you've got room to have those good days, those worst days, which I don't even like to label them as that, because I don't feel like food should be associated with guilt. I don't feel like when we eat we should feel guilty. Okay, and I know that there's a lot of broken relationships with food, so in the end I hope along this journey you're helping your mentality of food is fuel, food is good, find things that you like, find things that are enjoyable. When it does come to nutrition, I feel like it's the hardest thing, right? A lot of us can hit our workouts, then when it comes to eating in the kitchen we're like totally lost. So kind of the baseline of where it starts for a beginner is at the grocery store, okay? Go on Pinterest, look at YouTube videos, get recipe inspiration from other people of, okay, this looks like it might be good, this looks like it might be good, and write out your grocery list. Have your meals planned so that when you go to the grocery store, you know what you're shopping for. It is time consuming. So I have a couple of like staples that I'm always going back to. So find those staples in your life, in your house, that you are quick, easy, go-to meals that you kind of always have available. Like examples for me are, I always have like teriyaki nourish bowls, where I always have rice, I have some type of vegetable and some type of protein and teriyaki sauce. I mean, literally that's a great meal. Okay, I'll top it with avocado, I'll top it with other things, but whatever I've got, I could just kind of throw it into a nourish bowl and that's something to eat. So it's a quick little scramble together and it's good. So whatever are kind of some go-tos, find that routine, find those like staple pieces that you like to eat, and don't be afraid to branch out and try new things. All right, now we're moving into supplements. When it comes to supplements, you don't need them, okay? You truly don't need them. They do help you get to your goals. They can totally help you reach your goals, but they're not absolutely necessary. Some people think they're a total waste of money. Other people like me, I like them, but I'm not dependent on them. Cycle on, cycle off. So different types of supplements that I take, these are the only ones, okay? No like diet pill, green tea, detox stuff stuff because those just make you poop your brains out, which is never a good idea. So do juice cleanses. I don't know if you ever saw that video, but I literally almost had to go to the hospital because I passed out from immense pain. Never again. Okay. I never, in the first place, condoned to doing a juice cleanse, but I wanted to try it to like be funny and just try it. Yeah, that was really, really bad. Anyways, supplements that I'm talking about are like pre-workout and protein powder. Those are really the only ones I take. I did just start taking creatine, but that's really all I take. Pre-workout, there's kind of two different types. You've got stimulant pre-workout and stimulant-free pre-workout. Stimulant pre-workout has caffeine. I take Prolific by PE Science. I love them. I've been with that company for a couple years. I just enjoy their stuff. You can always use my code BRIT. It does save you money at checkout. And their stim-free pre-workout, it's called High Volume. High Volume is caffeine-free, so if you're already having coffee, if you're already having a bunch of caffeine throughout your day, you can have that. Or if you're working out at night and you don't want caffeine, it's a great option. You can stack the two together, which I do sometimes. I'd say my favorite flavors for pre-workout are Melon Berry Twist. When it comes to protein powder, there's Whey, there is vegan protein powder. I personally like PE Science's Snickerdoodle. I like their vanilla flavor. They have Thin Mint, Cake Pop, so many good options. Peanut butter cookie. Snickerdoodle is definitely my favorite, and I use vanilla in a ton of different shakes and smoothies. So those are kind of my two always go-to. I personally like protein. You know, a lot of times, a lot of us struggle with making sure, oh, we're getting enough protein. You know, sometimes I'm a little bit less, sometimes I have a lot. That protein shake just really helps me make sure that I'm getting enough protein to help me rebuild and strengthen my muscles. So that's what I like. I don't take a protein shake every day, but I do take them quite often. And pre-workout, I really do like to take that pretty much every day. Dry Scoop Gang, you already know. Last but not least, I just want to talk about like the overall encompassing of health, which I feel like I've touched on throughout this entire video because I feel like it is the most important thing to drill home. One, there is no picture perfect version of health. Health is individual to you, to me, to what makes us healthy. Healthy physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Like everything has to do with health. It's not just about being skinny. For goodness sake, it is not just about having a flat stomach, okay? If you're unhappy and you hate yourself and your body, no matter what you look like, if you don't fix what's on the inside, you're gonna hate and loathe yourself forever. You've got to fix those things along the way to show ourselves more love, give ourselves more appreciation. Overall, our bodies are meant to help us live our life and to help us do the day-to-day tasks that we have. Like, our bodies aren't here just to freaking look hot. And I wish that society and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube didn't put so much value on that. But it's something that you personally can make the decision where you no longer associate your value with what number is on the scale. I don't even have a scale. I don't care what the number says, okay? Ain't nobody gonna tell me my worth. Are you kidding me? It makes me so sad when I hear people say like, oh, I was feeling so good about myself and then I stepped on the scale and I don't feel good about myself. And I'm like, why would you let something else dictate your happiness? Ever. But there is a difference between being happy and loving the person you are and loving yourself through the process versus hating yourself and tearing yourself down and self-loathing, okay? There's enough hate out there in the world. There's enough people to hate on you, to make fun of you. You should not be one of those people. And that's gonna take work, it's gonna take time, it's gonna take patience, but this is your life, do you know what I mean? These small little moments and these small routines and habits that you're setting for yourself over time are gonna lead you to be the person that you want and the healthier version of yourself. I hope that I gave you some points to start with how to get started with activities, kind of where to start, maybe a little bit of a guideline with nutrition, supplements if you're interested, and then just overall your mentality. That's gonna help push you and keep you going when times get tough. You know, if you're doing these for the right reasons, you're gonna most likely continue through your health journey and keep living your healthy lifestyle because you're in it for the long haul, right? This is about living a better life. So yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe.